Food allergies are on the rise across the U.S., and medical officials are doing their best to figure out why. They don't have all the answers, but there are some theories. 10 on your side's Ashley Knight talked with experts about it and what they can say can possibly prevent them.
Food is a necessity, and for some, it's a passion. For others, though, it's a pain. 1 in 10 adults and 1 in 13 children have a food allergy, and it can strike fear in the hearts of parents with children who can have a possible fatal reaction.
The impact that food allergy has on the quality of life is very significant.
But what causes us to be allergic? Dr. Angela Hogan is a pediatric allergist and immunologist. She goes by what's called the dual hypothesis theory.
If allergens are presented through the skin, like in kids who have eczema, they would have more significant exposure, that might lead more to sensitization or development of allergies. And if the allergens are presented through the gut, then that particular route of presentation we think is more protective or tolerizing.
Meaning, as an infant, the gut is not as picky about what we eat, whereas if an opening in the skin meets an allergen, alarms go off. Dr. Hogan says our environment and the bacteria on our skin and in our gut is changing. That's due to lack of vitamin D, pollution, cigarette smoke, even taking multiple rounds of antibiotics.
We know that moms who have a lot of antibiotics during pregnancy, or even moms who may have antibiotics at delivery, it sort of shifts their actual bacterial patterns, what we call a microbiome.
In 2000, the American Academy of Pediatrics told mothers not to introduce certain allergens to their child until later in life, sometimes not until they were 3 years old. Dr. Hogan feels that may have been a mistake, as most food allergies develop in the first 12 months of life.
But it wasn't really based on a lot of good science.
Corinne Settlein, a registered dietitian, agrees.
Newer research is recommending that early and routine food introduction may actually reduce the risk of food allergies later on.
They now recommend giving infants eggs and peanuts between 4 and 6 months.
When the gut is still very sleepy and doesn't really mind what's around, is an important time to introduce those proteins.
And know the difference between a food allergy and a food intolerance. Intolerance affects the digestive system. An allergy has more severe symptoms.
The most severe obviously being anaphylaxis. Less severe, I see hives, difficulty breathing, difficulty swallowing.
School systems in our area are doing their best to stay on top of allergies. Northside Middle School in Norfolk has a list of common allergens found in their menu items. And Virginia Beach's website has a link on how to use an EpiPen.
The statistics from 2021 tell us there are 20 million Americans that have food allergy, and in 2021 there were only 7 fatalities in the entire country. 7 fatalities out of 20 million Americans. But all 7 of them did not have auto-injectable epinephrine.